Okay, we tried this little mini bike for a while, and I think we should change the oil. I got it used, so I don't know the status of the oil or anything really. I just put some oil on the chain. The chains, there are actually two of them, and got some heat in it. I just checked that there was oil before we did this little test run. And when it's warm, it's much easier to get the oil out. Let's remove the dipstick, and you'll see that it will flow a little better, I think. No, it didn't. There was a little bit of noise from that centrifugal clutch. So the setup here is the axle of the engine comes out here, and it's freaking warm. And as you can see, this drive here is free. So when you accelerate, there are some like clutch pads in here that are thrown out, and they drive this whole unit. And then this is basically a gear reduction: small gear, big gear, small gear, and a big gear. So to check the clutch, I just remove this small center bolt here, and then you can, it's hot, you can pull this whole thing out, and I don't know, maybe we need to take the chain off. Okay. Remember to shake. Så det. Som klick så åker den ut. Sen den här ska vi ha ut. Så. Och sen så måste vi Ta-da! Så. Okej, hela skiten. Okej, du ser, den går bara på ett ställe. Så. Aha, okej. Nu. Så. Ett lager. Ja. Här har du de där slunggrejerna, ser du? Looks like they are only wearing, see here. So maybe this will be better once it's been used a bit. But I'm still gonna clean these so there's no oil, and there shouldn't be oil in here either. So that should be totally clean. So I'm using this label off, and it's to remove labels, but it's also removing oil or grease stains. Nu ska man alltid sätta den som den satt. Nej. I almost forgot.
Va?
När den blir svart, det är ingen fara. Det är bara skärmen.
Okej, bra.
Man ser att det fortfarande blinkar. Så att jag nästan glömde den där. Det blir ju bra. Sen man sätter ihop det. Typ samma sak fast man tar så här. Så. Så. Då ska man ha den här blåa Loctite. Det finns en annan som är så här extra hård.
Ska jag hämta till?
Tror det blir bra. So it's really cold out. I will be using this 5V30 oil, which is actually from an old car that we used to have. And I don't need to use motorcycle oil because there's no wet clutch in this engine. So we can use regular oil and just, you know, change it often. I think that's best for these kind of engines. And you can see it's a bit, it's about -8 today. All right, took way too long to get that oil in there, so had some lunch, brought the oil with me, put it on the stove to get some heat in it. Not the electric stove, like the lid for the wooden stove. So now it is, this will be much faster. It says in the manual 0.6 liters goes in here. So it's flowing over now, and if we have it a little bit bright like that, it's good. Manual says it should be like in the bottom here, so we do the way they say it. So there are two very simple things that can be done to these engines to increase the speed, and the previous owner actually did one of them. And you see there's like this tab here, and this tab is supposed to limit the throttle. So it's supposed to be something like that, but now it goes further. Problem now is that, yeah, see, that's not very good. So I'm gonna find a spring that goes from here to here, and from what I believe there is a Honda spring that you can use. You can buy it from Honda. The reason that they fold this tab is that you see this small screw here is actually welded on here. I think I want to have this possibility to do some adjustments here, and also this spring is like a return spring and doesn't really work now since, yeah, you see. So that's the first thing. The other one is this spring here. If you tension it, you will actually get more speed from the engine. Found it. Some people say use like a small Dremel or something to cut here, but I think it's easy just removing this and put it in the somewhere else, like in the vise. So second thing you can do, which is easy, is to make sure this spring has a bit more tension. And remove the fuel tank. It's just this one here and two 10mm nuts, and you just need to lift it up a bit. See these holes here? If you put this spring in that hole, it will give you a little bit more. And I saw one guy on YouTube, he drilled a new hole here, and it said that it would give him a little bit more, because what you're doing when you pull the throttle, what you're doing is you're tensioning this spring. So the more you pull the throttle yourself, the more you pull here. And if you put this spring further out on this arm, because this arm it wants to go the other way, it wants to like push it back. Sorry, it wants to, no, right, it wants to be like this, all the way over here. And when you pull the throttle, you push it like that, and this here actually pulls the butterfly valve inside the carburetor. So now it's fully open, now it's fully closed. So what the governor does, it wants to keep it closed, and what you want to do with your throttle is you want to keep it open. So you're like fighting this all the time. The governor will limit the maximum speed of the engine, but it will also increase the throttle if you have increased resistance, like going up a hill or something. And it's kind of a crazy setup to have it on a bike. And if you put this spring here, you will be having a little bit more leverage, easier to fight it. And if you drill a new hole here, you will get even better leverage. But I think I will just put it in this hole that's already in there, because it's not me who's going to use it, it's my kid. So it doesn't need to be that fast or anything like that. So I went and looked at all my old movers, and I actually found a spring that looks a lot like that Honda original throttle return spring. So I'm putting a new screw in here for this like end point adjustment. And that will be good. Then just I'm gonna take the this spring that was here. I'll take that and use it to, like, if you have that here, vibrations will not let that screw come loose. So I think that will be, there it goes. So I just took this spring and hold like around the wire here. I do believe it works. But I'm gonna start without the fuel. Sorry, I'm gonna start it without the air filter on and see that everything is running smoothly. Fuel off. What? Maybe we need fuel. Of course, the battery in the camera died on me because of the cold weather. But I got everything together and started it, and there's still some light out now, so I can do a test run. I am currently working on a new version of this angling system for the snowplow, but that will be in a later video. Starts good. Let's go and see what neighbor is up to. Ooh, I almost lost it there. Full gas! It's getting dark, so it's time to go home. It works fine. I have some ideas for some upgrades and stuff like that. You can buy, I mean, so many things for these bikes on Amazon or eBay. And I have some ideas of my own on what could be done. But anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and write a comment if you have one of these bikes and what you have done to it, or give me some feedback. What did you like or what did you not like? Thanks for watching, and bye.